Okay, all right. I am back. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. And I guess, first of all, hello to everybody. Hi to everyone. Today I want to talk about gaps. So let me explain. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that we recently just went on a 2-week road trip where we visited a number of places and we ended up in Florida. Drove about a little over 3,000 miles round trip. But more notably, we had a listen to a ton of podcasts, because of the long drives in between locations. So these actually included Tim Ferriss podcasts and TED Talks, TED Talk Daily, TED Talk Business. And there is a lesson that I encountered, one particular thing that struck me the most, which is about storytelling. I really suck at storytelling and I really want to be good at it. So when I kind of heard this tip, I wanted to go ahead and try it out. They actually make it sound so simple, but it's really hard for me. Basically, in order to tell a good story, they say you have to fill in the gaps, right? And when slowly filling in those gaps, you have to use the language that people understand, your listener gets, So for example, if someone out there wanted to go and buy something, but they're really unsure of what they're getting because they don't know what the thing does or if it's really going to help them out. So this is kind of where you swoop in. You fill in those gaps by making a video about them, explaining the technicalities of it, maybe do an unboxing obviously first, what it contains, and lay it out for them. So that's one. And another example would be, say, there's an art exhibit that people kind of want to go to, but again, there is this hesitation by encountering a payment wall, meaning, you have to pay a fee in order to experience the exhibit. Again, I guess this is where you come in, where you sacrifice a little bit of your hard-earned money in order to provide or narrow that gap by making a video out of the experience. So essentially, the common denominator with all of these examples would be there's a gap, and you, as the person who tells the story, bridges that gap. If not fully, then at least narrow it for them to reach an understanding. I guess I never thought about it that way before, so that kind of led me to think, why I got stuck all these times with what I should talk about. I get, immersed in structures and story arcs, which is, I think, too complicated for me at the time, or at this time. So it really stuck to me, and I want to try it out. Start with simple. So I guess, that brings me here. Still struggling in how to tell a good story. I'm trying though. I'm really excited to share the trip with all of you guys, but I wanted to actually backtrack a little bit, maybe a month or two, to an older footage where I still think you guys would enjoy seeing it. And as per my second example about that art exhibit, this one is just that. I actually went to New York Botanical Garden in the Bronx, where there's this artist named Yayoi Kusama. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Nope, you did not. You butchered it. But Kusama, popularly known, she is the one, if you don't know, she's the one who draws those circles in all of her art forms, so polka dots everywhere. And it's interesting for sure. I think you'll like it. So without further ado, I think I will start with this. I hope you don't mind the simpleness of the video. And I just wanted to see if I can show you properly what's inside, what the experience looks like inside the exhibit in the Bronx Botanical Garden. So here it is, in the New York Botanical Garden. She entitled it Cosmic Nature. So enjoy. let me take a break here for a sec. Now would be probably a good time to point out that we only paid for the gardens and not the gallery, which means I won't be able to show you all the exhibits, specifically the ones inside the buildings. But still, for the $15 that we spent in this outdoor experience, I think it's worthwhile. So as we continued our walk, the road led us to these trees that are wrapped in, again, polka dots. To be honest, I didn't really think that this was part of the exhibit, but it is. It's an artwork that's entitled The Ascension of Polka Dots on Trees. And don't be fooled by like what it looks like here on the video, because the trees are tall, and to give you some perspective, I wanted to show you this picture that I took while we were in that area. While I was there, I didn't really give it enough time to appreciate the art piece. Like I said, I didn't even know that it was one, but now that I get a chance to look at it again, it leaves me with a few questions, like how long did it take for them to install it? How tall is that tree actually? And then what is the material? I didn't even approach any of the trees to try and figure out what it's made of. I mean, the wrapping. As for this one, I'm sorry, I won't be able to show you because it's part of the gallery pass, so let's move along. You know what? Let's take that music back. Now, this right here is my favorite part of the exhibit. I don't know, there's just something about these floating orbs in a body of water where the movement of the orbs is influenced by the breeze, you know, outdoor breeze. I don't know, it's peaceful, it's nice.